Hi, it's Nick Dolman here, and today we're going to talk about deleting the community plan environments from your Power Platform tenant. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to remove the Power Apps community plan environment from your particular tenant. Now let's just a little review of what the Power Apps community plan is. Of course, as you're learning, experimenting, creating new Power Apps, creating flows, creating portals, creating model-driven apps, playing with the common data service, you're going to want to do that in an environment where it's safe, where you're not screwing up anything on your production, or it's not affecting your current development environments. So you can go to the community plan and you can go in and create that. And what that's going to create is a developer environment, and it's going to be assigned to your name. So if you look in the Power Platform Admin Center, you're going to see different developer environments there alongside your trials, your production, your sandbox environments, and everything like that. And it's a great place to do a lot of that experimental work. Now, over time, what's going to happen is you're going to start filling it up with a lot of apps, a lot of flows. You're going to create a lot of custom entities and a bunch of things, and you're going to realize that environment's getting pretty cluttered. There's a lot of garbage in there, and maybe some old things you no longer need. And you could go through and clean out those assets individually, but you know what? You may just want to wipe it clean and start fresh. Now, if we go to the Power Platform Admin Center, we already know that we can delete existing sandbox and production environments. Well, a production environment needs to be made into a sandbox. I have a trial there. Let's get rid of that. We need to type in the name. It's using a name that we definitely do no longer want to refer to in Microsoft Circles. So let's put that name in there and that environment name. Let's confirm, and that's going to delete the environment. That's really easy. It's point and click, and you're done in a matter of seconds. You could always recover it using the environment ID if you really need to. So let's do that to our developer environment. Now we notice as soon as we highlighted our developer environment, the delete button is not there. And if we check the other developer environment, same thing. The delete button is not there. We cannot delete our developer environments within the Power Platform Admin Center. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch Powershell. If you're running Windows 10, you should have it installed. I recommend running it as an administrator. And what it is a command line tool that has a series of commands to manage your Windows environments, your server environments, your Azure environments, things of that sort, and as well as the Power Platform. But the first thing we're going to need to do is install the Power Platform modules. So we're going to type in here install module, the name, and it's microsoft.powerapps.administration PowerShell. I'm going to force it because I've already installed it, but I'm going to reinstall it here. You might get a few prompts asking you about untrusted repositories and whether or not you want to continue. Just click yes on those. Now that I've installed the administration module, I want to install the straight up microsoft.powerapps.powershell module. The same thing, I'm going to key in the command here. So what's actually happening is when you type that install module, PowerShell knows to go out to one of Microsoft's repositories. It's called a NuGet, and it's going to install those modules from there from the web. And so we're just going to go through and install that PowerShell module for Power Apps. That's installed, so we're back to our command prompt. And the next thing we want to do is find out the environment ID of the environment we want to delete. So we're going to use the get admin power app. And if you notice you hit tab, you're going to be able to see some of the different commands. You can tab through those. Definitely look at the documentation, explore those commands. And we're going to run the get power app environment. It's going to prompt me because it's going to want to know what environment to log into. So I'm going to need to put in my credentials. So I put in my credentials and my password. I'm going to sign in. So it's actually signed in to run that command and actually see it listed through all the environments in my Power Platform environment. So let's just scroll up. We see that we have like a trial environment. We notice we had a trial environments there. And there we have one of the developer environments that we created. And we see find the developer environment that we want to delete. And so we see there's Rota Bikes environment. There's my own environment that I created. That's the one I want to get rid of. So what I'm going to need to do is get the, make sure it's the developer. And then what I'm going to want to do is get the environment name. And that is the GUID. So what we're going to have to do is grab a copy of that particular GUID. So in the PowerShell window, it's pretty, you just click on the little icon, click edit, and then enter. That copies it. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Let's clear off my screen here, just the CLS. And we're going to type in a command that's going to remove the environment. So I'm going to go remove admin, Power Apps environment. I'm going to have to send it a parameter, the environment name. And then I'm going to, again, go ahead and paste in that GUID. And it's not going to prompt me. It's not going to give me a yes, are you sure? I'm just going to click on enter and give me a 202 code, which means that it's successfully deleted. And that was it. The environment has now been deleted off my system. If we return to the Power Platform Admin Center, we can see that that environment now no longer exists. So now that it's no longer existing, it's cleared off. What I can do is go back to the community plan sign up page, and I can create a brand new environment and begin the process of learning and testing and building all over again.